The cold clang of the gavel echoed like thunder in a cathedral. "Officer Elena Hart, you are hereby sentenced to death by lethal injection." The room fell into stunned silence. Not even the press, always hungry for sound bites, dared speak. Elena didn't blink. But her eyes, those sharp, unflinching hazel eyes, shook with restrained disbelief. In the very back of the courtroom, a black and tan German shepherd let out a trembling whimper. His leash jerked tight as he tried to run forward. But a uniformed handler held him back. Shadow, the K9 unit's best, had never failed an order in 7 years. Until now. Elena Hart wasn't just a cop. She was the cop. Decorated, respected, admired. And Shadow wasn't just her partner. He was her shadow, her protector, her last real family. Together, they had led hostage rescues, tracked down serial predators, and even saved a little girl from drowning. They were legends in uniform. But it all came crashing down one rainy October night. A drug raid had gone wrong. A teenager, unarmed according to witnesses, was shot dead in a darkened hallway. Elena claimed he had something in his hand. Others said he didn't. The body cam footage was conveniently corrupted. Her commanding officer, Detective Mendez, testified that Elena fired without provocation. The court turned on her. The public turned on her. Only Shadow remained. Shadow's behavior changed after the trial. He refused food, growled at officers who had once been allies, and clawed at the evidence room door during every visit. John Mathis, Elena's defense attorney, began to notice. "Dogs don't act this way unless they know something," he muttered, watching Shadow paw relentlessly at a single unmarked box. But it was too late. The appeals failed. The death warrant was signed. Elena's execution was set for 7 days. Shadow, meanwhile, refused to leave her uniform locker. He slept on it, guarded it, dreamed beside it, and then he disappeared. 3 days before Elena's execution, the facility alarm went off at 3:27 a.m. Shadow's kennel door was found torn open. His GPS collar had been bitten off and discarded under a dumpster behind the training yard. It was impossible. Security was airtight. Shadow wasn't a criminal, he was a hero. News exploded. Convicted cop's K9 partner escapes, police on high alert. Loyalty or danger. German shepherd missing. But Shadow wasn't running from anyone. He was running to the truth. That morning, across town, a homeless man stumbled into a precinct with a blooded jacket and bruised ribs. "Your police dog," he coughed. He found a man screaming in an alley, attacked him, took something from his pocket. Officers arrived at the alley to find Detective Mendez, bitten, bleeding, and cornered by Shadow. And clutched in Shadow's jaws, a muddy flash drive. The flash drive was rushed into evidence. And what it revealed? It shattered everything. High definition, uncut body cam footage. The night of the raid, from Mendez's own cam, showed the truth. The teenager had a metallic lighter that looked like a gun in the dark. Mendez fired first. Elena screamed, "Hold fire," too late. Then Mendez bent over, picked up the boy's lighter, and slipped it into a bag. He later testified Elena acted recklessly, destroying the one woman who had dared question his corruption. The evidence was overwhelming. The governor issued an emergency stay of execution. Elena was released. Cleared. Outside the courthouse, under pouring rain, Shadow was waiting. Soaked, shivering, but alive. When she stepped out, he leapt into her arms. The whole city watched. Cameras flashed. But in that moment, the world didn't exist. Only them. Elena never returned to the force. She bought a small cabin in the Blue Ridge Mountains, surrounded by silence, pine trees, and peace. Shadow aged quickly after the ordeal. The stress had taken its toll. But Elena never left his side. They went on long walks, slow mornings by the fire, and quiet evenings under the stars. One day, she sat beside him, tears falling softly into his fur. "You saved me," she whispered. "When everyone else gave up, you remembered who I was." Shadow gave a soft grunt, placed his head in her lap, and closed his eyes. He passed away that night. But his legacy lives on. Not just as a hero, but as the soul who knew the truth. And never stopped chasing it.